Okay, so I need to get some grading done here. Unfortunately, being a English teacher isn't all glamour. So let's see what we got here today. Okay, so I got Katy Perry, fourth period. Okay, Katy. Let me say this about Katy. I don't want to talk bad about my students, but she's one of those kids that, you see her come into class and you think, oh, just quirky, interesting, somebody who isn't just a standard teenager. When you have a conversation with her and you realize, she listens to Taylor Swift and watches Vampire Diaries like every other generic white teenage girl. A little disappointing, to be honest with you. And fourth period is right before lunch, and I gotta say, Katie's a little hard to take during fourth period. But I gotta be fair. She's a good kid, other than the kind of ridiculous drama she gets involved in all the time. But okay, so let's see what we got here. So she turned in. Her piece is called Witness. Okay, let's see what it says. If I lost it all today, would you stay? Okay. I'm wondering what witness has to do with that. If I lost it all today, would you stay? Could my love be enough to stimulate? Stimulate? What is she talking about? Yeah. Not school appropriate. Minus 10 points for that. I tell these kids, you're writing for a class. I mean, this isn't talking to your friends. We got to be school appropriate here. If it hit the fan, grenades got thrown. Is this what comes after the if then that? If that hit the fan, grenades got thrown. Oh, I guess this is what it is. So we need an and here. So, yeah. Would you still show? Oh. Well, this is what. Oh, that's pointless. So I think a little vague here. V, big V in a circle, means that your language is vague. So show what? What are we talking about here? Could you go down with me to the mat? Wait, what is... I thought this was about love. Now they're fighting? Again, what are we talking about here? Let's see. Could we get back up and eventually laugh? So I guess that contrast kind of makes sense, but I thought it was talking, so I'm a little confused about what she's talking about here. Roll eyes at highs, cheers in the lows, and stay in the flow. I mean, there's a little bit of what is that? That's pointless. We got a problem with parallel structure here, so we need to take that S off of cheer. So roll, cheer, and stay. Parallel structure, I've taught them about that. Minus 5 points, mistake there. Because I only got, we don't need two I's. We only need one subject for the verb there. Because I only got this line, have, not got. And cause, you mean because? God, these kids. And I ain't got the time, once again, no, not to get it right. And again, oh. Where's our end mark here? Is this the end of the sentence? Punctuation there. So we got serious problems with punctuation. Let's see where it goes from here. We're all just looking for connection. Yeah, we all want to be seen. I'm looking for someone who speaks my language. Someone to ride this ride with me. Okay. Can I get a witness? And what is this in parentheses? What? And the same thing on this line. Can I get... Wait, what? Witness? Witness for what? What is she talking about here? So we're all just looking for connection. So at the beginning we're talking about, are we going to stay together? And now we're looking for a connection. And then we shift to a witness. I mean, are we talking about a witness on the witness stand in a trial? Will you be my witness? Big V for vague. I'm just looking for a witness in all of this, looking for a witness to get me through this. I think a guide would be who would get you through it. Maybe witness doesn't really seem to fit there. Let's see. When you tell me everything and there's no holes, what? Another big V for vague. What do you mean by holes? I mean, I guess it means not explaining everything. There would be holes. I don't know. You can scroll through anything. You've got the codes. A little mixed metaphor here. So on one thing, we're scrolling down a screen, I guess is the metaphor. And then here, there's codes that we're using to get it. It doesn't make any sense. Nothing to hide. A little fragment there. It's all in their eyes. So two indefinite pronouns, meaning no antecedent. Now, what is the it, and who are the they? It's all in their eyes. What the hell is she talking about here? And we just know. Well, apparently you know, but I don't know what you're talking about. Again, we need an end mark. Will you be my witness? Could you be the one that speaks for me? Will you be mine? So now the witness is corroborating. I wondered earlier if she was talking about the, like, kind of the church thing. Can I get a witness over here? But now she's talking about witness as a kind of corroborating her story or something like that. It kind of doesn't make much sense. Okay, so let's see. As far as clarity is concerned, I'll give her 10 out of 20 on that, because we've got a lot of vague language. As far as, grammar and mechanics, again, it's pretty bad. I'm going to give her 5 out of 20 on that, because there are a lot of grammatical errors, a lot of punctuation errors, a lot of subject-verb disagreement problems. Pronouns without antecedents, which also adds to the clarity problem. The overall concept and theme, really not sure what it's about, so that's really confusing. Not as bad as the other, so I'll give her 12 out of 20 on that one. Style, there's a little bit of poetry to it, so I'll give her 12 out of 20 for that. And then whether did it meet the assignment, and this was supposed to be a response to Hamlet. I don't really see any connection at all to Hamlet here. I'm going to give her 10 out of 20. So 10, 15, 27, 39, 49. She gets a 49. Jeez, Katie. She usually does a little better than that. All right, so let's see who we've got next. Harry Styles, third period. Sign of the Times. Okay, so just from the beginning, the title is just a complete cliche, but let's see if he does anything interesting with it. Let's see. Just stop your crying. It's a sign of the times. That's just a cliche. It's a horrible cliche. And it's also vague. I mean, is the crying a sign of the times? What is it? You gotta tell me what your pronoun is here. Welcome to the final show. Hope you're wearing your best clothes. What final show? I mean, are we talking about apocalypse or something? Yeah, vague. Hope you're wearing your best clothes. Not really sure how that connects. Let's see. You can't bribe your door. You can't bribe the door on the way to the sky. Mixed metaphor that really doesn't work. So we've got, bribing the door. I think what he's talking about here is getting into a nightclub or something. But then on your way to the sky, are we talking about death? So this is some kind of like death-oriented thing. The final show, on your way to the sky. It's a little vague, but that mixed metaphor is bad. Let's see. You look pretty good down here, but you ain't really good. Ain't. Come on. Non-standard English. He should know better than that. You look pretty good down here, but you ain't really good. But I don't see connection. I'm a little confused about that. How does that connect to the rest of it? Well, let's see if it makes sense later. We never learn. We've been here before. Oh my God. Ungrammatical. Gosh, why are we always stuck and running from the bullets? Unnecessary repetition. Let's just cross that out. Why are we always stuck and running from the bullets? Okay, that doesn't make sense. You can't run if you're stuck. I mean, I don't really understand what that metaphor means. Let's continue on. Just stop your crying. Repetition there. It's a sign of the times. We got to get away from here. We got to get away from here. Just stop your crying. It'll be all right. I'm going to say this. This is really unnecessary repetition. Not really adding. If it wasn't so vague, it might be okay to repeat it, but you're really not saying much there. They told me that the end is near. So again, we're coming back to this apocalypse thing. We got to get away from here. It seems like he just made this up to get the rhyme there. Just stop your crying. Have the time of your life. Wait, where did this come from? Suddenly, so we go from apocalypse to a party? This shift doesn't make any sense. I had really big problems with focus on this one. Breaking through the atmosphere, and things are pretty good from here. Again, it's like he's just making up things that rhyme with each other. Breaking through the atmosphere, and things are pretty good from here. What do you mean? This is a really vague metaphor. I mean, I assume it's a metaphor. Remember, everything will be all right. We can meet again somewhere far away from here. Okay. Vague. We don't talk enough. We should open up before it's all too much. What is all of it? Vague. Will we ever learn? We've been here before. Oh, okay, so I'm going to point to this. This is grammatical. We've been here before, so maybe he got it right the second time. It's just what we know. Okay, I don't know what that means. Stop your crying, baby. That doesn't add anything. It's a sign of the times. Again, it's just a vague cliche. We gotta get away. We gotta get away. We gotta get. Okay, so yeah. So again, this is unnecessary repetition of just kind of vague stuff. I gotta be honest on this one. Not really sure what he's doing. All right, so let's see. So clarity. I'm gonna give him 5 out of 20. This is just vague nonsense. It means nothing. Style. Yeah, I'm gonna give him 8 out of 20 on that one because it's just bad. Mechanics. I'll give him 10 out of 20. He had some, didn't have quite as many mechanical problems as Katy did. Concept and theme, and you see how these things overlap. It's so unclear what he's dealing with here. It's so unclear what the idea is. His concept and theme lose when he has problems with clarity, right? So I'll give him 6 out of 20 on that. And then for the assignment, again, it's supposed to be a poem written in response to Hamlet. I'll give him 5 out of 20 for that. So 6, 5, 11, 19, 29, 34. Harry, you usually do a lot better than that.